In this video, I go birding at a national wildlife refuge that I've never been to before, right next to the pristine lake known as the Caribbean of the Rockies. We see some incredible species along the way, including a bird that I've only seen once before. Come with me on this journey and let's see what birds we can find.
You go all over the place, like you're in Nevada, you're in California, like.
What's up, everybody, back with another video, and I'm with my cousin James over here from Washington State. We're having a grand old time out here birding at a national wild refuge that I've never actually been to. We are on the southern border of Idaho at the Bear Lake National Wildlife Refuge, and we're just searching for pretty much any birds that we can find today. Oh, great blue heron, yeah. We've seen some incredible stuff so far. To start off the day, 2 sandhill cranes standing out in a field. We should see plenty more of those. In fact, we've seen 4 so far on this loop. One of the most iconic birds in North America. As we continued driving down the loop, we also picked up a Swainson's hawk, which is my favorite hawk of all time. The Swainson's hawk has one of the largest migratory paths out of any of the hawk species. They travel thousands of miles for their migration. And then shortly after that, we picked up a ring-billed gull, which is a cool gull species, of course. Utah has the California gull and the ring-billed gull, and then the Franklin's gull this time of year as the most common gull species. And then we also got a bird that I rarely get on camera, the sora. It was really cool to see a sora come out of the woodworks there and walk around on the marsh. But we're gonna continue down this loop here, see what other birds we can find, and I'm really excited for today. We'll get out and look around when we can, and yeah, we'll see what's out there. All right, so James and I were able to get some pretty cool shots of some Western and Clark's grebes just right next to each other over there in the water. It was a really good comparison. You can see the black coming below the eye on the Western grebe, and you can see the black staying above the eye on the Clark's grebe. Really, really cool. There goes a great blue heron again. Just barely over here, I got what I believe is a baby American coot. It's kind of hard for me to identify a lot of these baby birds, but I think it's a baby American coot. And then there are swallows everywhere. Several species of swallow. I think we got cliff swallow, barn swallow, bank swallow, probably a few other species that I'm just not seeing right now. And they're all lined up on these telephone poles. There's hundreds of them, probably thousands of them at this point, flying around us. Oh, right there, pelicans. Yeah, we are having a great time out here. There's a ton of birds, and the temperature has finally dropped here in the state of Utah. We're down right now. I think we're still in the 50s. It's 54 today. Very cold, perfect weather. Let's see what birds are out there. Just had the craziest moment probably definitely of this trip so far and of the last couple weeks. American bittern just flew up and just a little bit across the horizon for us very, very briefly. The hardest bird by far to see in a marsh like this is the American bittern. And I got a short clip of it. I don't know how in focus it stayed, but I was able to also snap some photos. So one of the most elusive birds in the bird kingdom. I'm ecstatic that we were able to get that. And then one of the largest wingspan birds with a 9-foot wingspan, the American white pelican, flew behind us here just barely. So really, really cool to see that bird as well. But the American bittern is probably by far the best bird that we could find here today. It's gonna be hard to beat that. Let's see what else is out there. There are a ton of coots out there, but there's probably grebes. I'm just filming the great blue heron.
Oh.
Sora.
Okay.
Just saw my favorite bird of prey ever, the osprey. The best fish catcher in the animal kingdom, in my opinion. And let me just show you this real quick here. I just got the osprey right there. So, brand new addition to the set here. We're gonna continue down the auto loop here, see what other birds are out there, but we've gotten 23 species so far, which is really, really good for late summer, and the weather's just perfect right now. So we gotta keep going and see what else is out there. So we picked up a few more species. We have a Franklin's gulls flying over the water here on the left, and then white-faced ibis just chilling over here on the right of us. This refuge is absolutely massive. I'm still shocked that I've never been here before. I did try to come once and it was locked. I also went to the wrong gate, so that's on me. But yeah, cool new species added to the list. We're gonna continue down this trail. Yellow-headed blackbird. It's cool. Dark-eyed birding. In the water, like, they look like they're like shorbs.
Yeah.
Those are phalarope. Wilson's phalarope.
Okay. There's 2 ibis out there.
So these phalarope rely heavily on the Great Salt Lake for survival.
Oh.
If the Great Salt Lake dries up, 2/3 of the phalarope population could perish.
Why is that?
The 2026 Wilder Photography Competition is now live for signups, and this window goes all the way until September 13th at 11:59 p.m. PST. Now, if you don't know, this is a live judged photography competition here on YouTube, and it's run by my friend Jeremy Knipe, who has an amazing YouTube channel. There's over $8,000 in total prizes and a $2,000 cash prize. There's a whole bunch of fun categories that you can submit your photos to as well, including portrait, animalscape, abstract, macro, behavior, and even a category for new photographers that have been doing this for less than 2 years. What makes this competition so unique is that there's a live judging ceremony here on YouTube. This is going to take place on October 3rd from 7:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. PST. It's really, really cool because the judges go over a lot of these photos live, and there's nothing like this out there in terms of photography competitions that I'm aware of. I've had a lot of fun watching this competition the last couple of years, and so if you've been looking for an opportunity to show off your own photos or your own work, check out the link in my description to sign up before that September 13th deadline, and I'd love to see one of you guys take home that grand $2,000 prize. Thank you, Jeremy and Wilder, for hosting this extremely awesome competition, and let's get back to the video. A few more species on the list for today. We ended up getting a western kingbird, and it had like a dragonfly or some big bug in its mouth. Really, really cool to see that behavior. It was shaking it. They'll shake it to try to, stun it, and then they'll gobble it up. So cool to see a western kingbird. And then over here in the water were some ruddy ducks, another new species on the day. Ruddy ducks. We've now broken 30 something species. This wildlife refuge is incredible, and for late summer and not springtime or winter even for duck season, seeing 33 species is pretty dang good. So really enjoying our time here. That American bittern obviously being the main highlight of this trip, but we have a little bit more to go, so I'll keep you updated on what else is out there. So they have the sloping forehead that goes straight into the beak, and these are both female. One just dove, the other one just dove. All right, so now we're walking on this beautiful walking trail here on the Bear Lake National Wildlife Refuge. And we have a few more species out in this area. We got a snowy egret on camera, beautiful bright white bird, just wading through the water out here, as well as some greater yellowlegs, I believe. They might be lesser yellowlegs, but it's really hard to tell those species apart. So I'm just gonna say greater yellowlegs for the sake of simplification. And then we have a staple of this central flyway, American avocets. They're just out here on the water foraging for food. So we have a little bit of a ways to go to the bridge, but if you didn't hear that, that was a sora behind me. Pretty cool. There's soras all the way through here. Soras, marsh wren, it's a whole bunch of different species. So let's continue walking along here. At the end of this, I'll get James's thoughts on what his favorite bird was of this trip, and we'll just keep going until then. All right, so I have no idea what's going on, but James over here spotted another bittern, and it was just flying right past us over here. Took me to get the camera, a minute to get the camera up, but I eventually did get the camera up, and it was kind of flying away from us briefly. So better shots than the first time, but wow, 2 bitterns in one day. I've only seen, up to this point, I'd only seen 1 bittern ever. So to see 2 in one day is either incredibly lucky or they just love this place out here. So that's exciting. I can't believe we saw that. We're definitely bringing the family back here tomorrow. So stay tuned. There's probably more birds to be seen, but wow, what a cool encounter to have. All right, James, so you've been birding all day today. What are your thoughts and what was your favorite bird?
Oh, I mean, this is an amazing place. Definitely want to come back here again. It's a bit of a drive, but it's well worth it. Favorite bird of the day is definitely the mallard. No, I'm just kidding. The white-face ibis.
Yes.
Definitely my favorite bird. Never seen those before. Didn't know they were here. And if they were here, I thought we'd see like one or two. But we've seen quite a few.
Oh yeah, absolutely all over the place. Like I said, James is from Eastern Washington, so some of the similar birds that we have here, and then some that are less common, like the white-faced ibis. So super happy we were able to pick that up for you today. Good morning to start things off here at the Caribbean of the Rockies.